Have you ever wondered why all smartphones have some features in common, like touchscreens, cameras, and charging ports, but still come with their own unique twist? For example, one brand might boast a super zoom camera, while another flaunts a foldable screen. Now imagine if every smartphone manufacturer had to design everything from scratch each time they launch a new model, like touchscreens, cameras, or batteries. Sounds inefficient, right? Instead, they build on what already exists, share designs, blueprints, and features, and add their own flavor on top of that. And that's exactly how inheritance works in programming. Inheritance allows us to create a base class for common traits, then build specialized classes on top of it. Let's dive into the code to see this in action. We will create a base class device and then create a smartphone class that inherits from it. So base class is like our parent class. So we define our constructor like this. A device class should have a brand and a price. Self.price equals to price. So the brand and price are the properties that every device will need. And let's define a method in the device class called info. It just describes any device. So this will simply return a string. This is the brand device priced at self.price. So this is our base class, like the original tech device. It has properties like brand and price that every device will need. And the info method just describe any device with the brand name and the price. So let's also define our smartphone class, which is nothing but the child class, which will inherit the basic traits from the device class. Let's define the child class. So we define smartphone, and in parentheses, we give it the device. So this tells Python that smartphone inherits from the device class. So it will have all the properties and methods inherited from the device class. But let's also add some unique features of the smartphone class. Let's define the constructor, and it should have camera along with the brand and price. So with the super, we call the device constructor, and we also define the camera for the smartphone. Let's also define a method called detail. And this returns more details about the smartphones. This can be a simple string that says self.brand smartphone with a megapixel camera priced at self.price. Okay, so for example, if it's an Apple smartphone with 10 megapixel camera and priced at $500, so this will simply say Apple smartphone with 500 megapixel camera priced at $500. So the smartphone class inherits from device. This means smartphone automatically gets the brand and price properties as well as the info method from the device class, right? And we also had a new property called camera and new method called details. And here's how we use this in action. So let's just create an object of a smartphone. So we define iPhone is equals to smartphone, and we give it the brand as Apple, the price as $9.99, and say the camera is 12 megapixel. Okay. Now the smartphone class inherits the properties and methods from the device class. So we should be able to call info method on the smartphone, right? So let's try it out. We'll call print iPhone.info. Okay, so let's try to run this code, and boom, it says this is an Apple device priced at $999. Awesome. Let's try if we can call the details method on the smartphone. So that can again be print iPhone.details. Okay, let's try to run this code again. And here it is, Apple smartphone with a 12 megapixel camera priced at $999. See how the smartphone class reuses the info method from device? That's inheritance. It saves us time and keeps our code clean. We didn't have to write the brand, price, properties in our smartphone class, and the info method is available by just inheriting the device by the smartphone. So now let's take it to the next level. What if we want to create a pro smartphone that builds on the regular smartphone? This is where the multi-level inheritance comes into play. Let's try it out. So we'll just remove this. We'll name this smartphone class as an intermediate class, and let's create a child class here. and we name it the Pro smartphone. And that will inherit the smartphone class. Okay, let's define its constructor. So apart from brand, price, and camera, we also want to introduce a stylus in the Pro smartphone. So let's define a new property or attribute called stylus, and we initialize it inside of the constructor here. So let's also define a method called Pro details. Okay, and that should simply return us more details about the smartphone. So along with the brand, camera, and price details, it should also give us details about the stylus. So let's return a string that says Pro model with megapixel camera, and let's say if the stylus is enabled, priced at self.price. So let's try it out and see if it works. So let's create an object of Pro smartphone. This time we name it a Galaxy Pro, and let's call the Pro smartphone constructor with Samsung as a brand. Say the price is $12.99 and the camera is 108 megapixel. And let's say it also has S Pen, which is the stylus. Okay. So let's see if we can access the info method from the device class. Then also if we can get the details from the smartphone class, and eventually get the Pro details which we define in the Pro smartphone class. So let's try to print galaxypro.info. On the next line, let's print galaxypro.details. On the next line, let's print galaxypro.pro details. Okay, so let's bring our console. Let's clear the console first and let's try to run this code. See how Pro smartphone inherits all features from device and smartphone, but adds its own unique Pro details method. That's the power of inheritance. So as we can see, we define Pro smartphone class with inherited from the smartphone, and we just define a new stylus attribute along with the Pro details. And that's it. That is the code for the Pro method class. If inheritance didn't exist in the Python, we had to write everything from scratch. The brand, price, the camera, and everything. So that would have been a lot of code and it would be very hard to scale. But now with this, it's super fun. So now we have the power to build stuff and upgrade on our previous work, like the smartphones. Inheritance is like building a smartphone lineup. It lets you reuse and extend what you already have, saving time and effort. Whether it's a basic device, a smartphone, or a Pro model, everything builds on a shared foundation. Now it's your turn. Go ahead and create your own class hierarchies and see how much more efficient your code becomes. Let's keep building awesome things together, and I'll see you in the next video.